Hello everyone and welcome back to Lotus Path Holistics. My name is Leonardo and today I'm going to talk to you about the next spiritual life lesson in my video series, Mastering Manifestation. So last week we spoke about spiritual gifts and how to awaken them. Specifically we talked about inner gifts and outer gifts, inner gifts being more of an intentional, thought-based gift, something that's a natural ability that's actually about your internal circumstances. And inner gifts, the first one we're going to talk about is creativity. And creativity itself is a powerful force that we all have. It is a spiritual gift that we're born with. Now, creativity doesn't seem like a spiritual gift, but it's actually very spiritual in nature. Our creativity with art and food and talk all comes from this creative nature that we have inside of us, this creational consciousness that we have inside of our soul. So it has to do with things that lead towards, an enlightened state of consciousness, balancing out our life, as well as clarity and focus wherever it may need to be. And clarity in creativity is very key to understanding manifestation. Now, creativity is powerful, but it also is connected to destruction. Creativity and destruction are pairs. They are dual pairs that we have to deal with in our life. And it's very important to pay attention to that because every gift has a curse. And you want to very much know what the curse may be so that you don't end up on the wrong side of that field. So knowing creativity is the key to understanding how it can become something more powerful. Because deep down we are all creators, and that is our spiritual gift that we were born with. Creativity becomes manifestation. Now, manifesting is very popular in the spiritual community. Manifestation itself is a powerful ability to be able to turn your thoughts into reality. And it is believed in our world about, the law of attraction and things of that nature that, if you think about something, it shall come to pass, which is true in a sense, which I want to clarify for people. But it comes from the fact that we are born creators. We are creators. That is the key to understanding your creativity and the fact that you can create change. You can create reality. You can create and manifest change in your life. In past lives, we had a very clear connection to the divinity of the universe. And we didn't need to, seek further to find that divinity. It was just within us. So when you called out for something in a past life, your guides and your teachers and your community heard you. And it's very different from this life because in past lives you have a universal response to your desires and things you're trying to create, whatever you want to create, whether it be a house, a fountain, or a dish of food. You hear a response from the universe around you. Now today, you need a lot more energy and a lot more effort to be able to manifest your reality. Even though you see the signs when you try to focus your desires towards something, manifesting reality is deeper than that. It takes way more effort and way more work. So putting in that effort is key to manifesting in this life. And, when you put forth that intention to manifest your reality, to create change with your creative nature as a soul being, it actually puts your desires into action. And that itself can make change in your life. Only conscious intention, being conscious of your awareness and also using your thoughts to make that happen. That's how you make change. That's how you manifest change in today's world and your reality. So there are 3 steps on how to manifest your desires. With understanding creativity deep down and how that spiritual creative nature is the key to manifesting your reality, then you can move forward and understand that you are consciously a part of that process. And I'm going to help you through outlining these 3 steps on how to begin to manifest your desires in order of what you want them to be. So number 1 is about knowing who you are and finding out who you really are deep down. So self-discovery is that spiritual journey that we often talk about quite a bit here at Lotus Path Holistics. And it's a very spiritual path that you have to take to discover who you are because all your roads lead to one. And you want to find out who you are at the very core. And yes, past life therapy can help because you can understand who you were connected to who you are. The other ways you can find out how to, discover who you truly are deep down is you can just not be afraid to get messy. Make mistakes out there, and you actually start to get messy, start to get proactive, and get your hands in the dirt and actually, do some digging, literally. And you will see that the real surface of you will show your true intentions from deep within. And you can find that by actually not being afraid to burn bridges with people and not being afraid to take risks to discover who you are. And you'll find out of the ashes will come just your true nature. That's how you really discover who you are. Then the second step is about discovering exactly what you want or who you want, and discovering your true desires through that process. So in the process of finding yourself in that first step, you want to actually take it further through, trial and error, making those mistakes and not being afraid to make them. And so that you can stand up and, take those actions that need, your approval in the real world. And, not be afraid to, challenge your career and, be afraid of people's approval of that. Not being afraid to just go ahead and make a mistake sometimes with dating and just doing stuff that you want to do and not being afraid to mess up is the key to the step, because you want to know what you want. But how could you know what you want if you don't know what you don't want? You got to figure out what you don't want. And how you do that is trial and error. You discover your true desires by basically process of elimination. When you're not using your intuition, which we'll talk about next week, you have to sort of, use that process of elimination and do things and understand that what you don't want is exactly opposite what you do want, and it surfaces out of those trials. And just have faith in that, and it'll really work. So number 3, the final step to actually manifesting your desires, is complex because it's about focusing your passions on the objective. It's about taking action and making a move. And this is not something that is often taught in things like the law of attraction. Now, law of attraction, becomes relevant in this step, where, the secret to understanding how you manifest your desires in your life is understanding that you have your whole destiny in your hand at all times. Your desires are part of your destiny, and your destiny was always in your hands all along. It's always in your control. And if you don't understand that, you just sort of get nowhere. But understanding that can actually give you control in your life. That's exactly what you want. And reclaiming your passion for your life is key. You want to find out who you are, then you want to discover what you want, and all that will show you what you're really passionate about. That passion will lead towards open doors for you. Manifesting your desires is a very spiritual gift based in your creativity, as we talked about. And then you want to be able to absorb those passions, those deep soul desires. That is your true spirituality, the true pillar that you step on when you talk about spirituality. And that itself, when you start to focus on those desires and then you take action on those passions, it starts to open doors. That's manifestation. The universe responds to your actions in this world. Past life's a little bit different, but in this world you have to act. Don't wait, make a move. When you're passionate about, you want to manifest a career showing up, make a move. Send some resumes and just go out there, get to know people, make a move. Because that's when real doors open. The opportunities will present themselves, like the events and stuff like that, but make a move. It will change everything. The universe will only help those who want to help themselves. And you just have to learn that throughout the process. So that is the 3-step process on how to manifest desires based on things I've learned and things I've seen other people learn. Now, this Friday, 8 p.m., we're going to discuss manifestation and how to master it with me and Luna Dawn on Facebook Live. Don't miss it. Come join us and talk about your story and how you manifested your desires. And if you want to learn tips on how to manifest your desires, we'll be there for you to give you our tips, compare tips, and then make a better sort of statement on how to actually manifest desires. We're open to all your interpretations. So looking forward to seeing you guys there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon and take care.